wearing socks with a pink N on because it's Valentine's Day.
What does the N stand for?
Next.
In terms of Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
right. Hey dudes, how's it going? Today is Valentine's Day. We're going to answer some questions about Valentine's Day.
Question 1. Do you like the concept of Valentine's Day?
I don't dislike it. I think it's a nice thing and it's nice to be able to show someone that you love them. But I also think it's got quite commercialised, and sometimes, just from what I've observed, people will use it as their one time a year to be nice to someone or to their other half, when in fact it should be every day.
I really like Valentine's Day. I'm a big hopeless romantic. I don't agree that people who like Valentine's Day are people who just celebrate their loved one for one day a year. I've not experienced that. I stand up for those people who don't just use it for that. But I think it's nice to have a day to celebrate it.
Have you ever had a really awkward Valentine's?
Yes. When I was in high school, there was a boy, he gave me a Valentine's Day gift,
Okay.
which was...
What was it?
It was this little teddy bear that he bought from the local Tesco Express. I was a bit like, oh, that's sweet, but ooh. Like in high school, I was just a bit like, I'm too cool for this is a bit weird.
Okay.
Then I found out on the same day, he'd also got another girl a present, and he bought her a bar of Dairy Milk chocolate, and I was really jealous because I was like, oh, I got the chocolate, she can have this teddy. And neither of us went out with him.
Sounds a bit ungrateful to me.
You'd be right. But also, I think it's a bit awkward that he had got two girls a present.
Yeah.
But just
Pick one, mate. I have received something for Valentine's Day once. So thanks. And they made a video and they did like a Love Actually style thing where they wrote their feelings on pieces of paper and then threw the pieces of paper out the way to reveal a new piece of paper with more feelings on and more words. So I was tagged on Facebook and I came into work the next day and then everyone was like, oh, Connor. I was like, what? That's quite a nice video that person did for you. And I was like, what video? And then I went on my Facebook and I was like, oh, there it is.
There it is.
Thanks.
Have you sent a Valentine's this year?
No, I haven't. Have you? No. Tell us your first kiss story.
Wow, well, what a story of romance it is. My then boyfriend, whom I previously talked about in other videos under the alias Jeremy, what I didn't expect was for him to start in the school playground, I don't know, for him to start at school break time by referring to a previous joke we'd had about, do you want your first kissing lesson? Then to literally just peck me on the lips and then walk away.
Oh.
Could have been better. What about your first kiss?
I met a person on the school bus. She added me on Facebook. She was the ex-girlfriend of my arch nemesis.
Oh.
She added me on Facebook and said hello.
Wow, I mean, what an invitation.
I replied with hello. And there it was. This was the woman for me. Anyway, we met up once and she kissed me and then she never spoke to me again. What would you say to somebody who is thinking of sending a Valentine's Day card or gift or performance or...
What? Don't send a performance.
No.
Don't be too shy and just miss out on a really great opportunity to show someone that you care about them and that you're interested. Don't be that person that just waits around forever, because that's just not great respect for yourself. But then also, it doesn't hurt to just be wise and look at their actions and what they're saying to you and try and read that to work out if maybe you've got a good chance of them responding well.
Guard your heart,
Yeah.
as the Bible says in Proverbs.
Because it doesn't always go well. Sometimes you're at high school and in between your double period, you slip a piece of paper in their bag that says Happy Valentine's Day that's really tiny, and then after school you hear someone else say, oh, I think they saw your thing that, I think they know it's from you, and that sounds really good. And then your prom date, who's your best friend from high school, says, hey, I'm gonna not be your prom date anymore. I'm going to free you up because this guy said that he wants to go with you. So I'm like, okay, that's really exciting. And then he never ever asks you. So then you end up not going to prom with your original friend date, nor going to prom with this guy that you put a note in their bag.
Oh, so this is a real story. Okay, I was thinking that this sounded quite well described.
Mr. Humphreys, your friend's teacher, who was trying to set you up at the time by saying, hey Gemma, do you want to hand out the paper? Just so you have an excuse to like go over to his desk. Thank you, Mr. Humphreys. Will then ask you at prom, while he's taking a photo of you and your friends, hey Gemma, so did this guy ask you to prom? And then your expression will be caught in the camera photo of you being like, not impressed at the situation.
Yeah.
So I would just say, just think about it. Just try and read the situation. And make sure you're prepared in case they reject you. You're still great on your own.
That was a huge answer.
Just got a lot of feelings.
And of course, as we said, guard your heart as well. The Bible says that everything flows from the heart, so you've got to be careful with it. It's a powerful thing. And if you just go around throwing your heart everywhere, not literally, but the feelings inside of your heart, you're going to get hurt. And at the same time, if you close yourself off too much, that has the opposite effect. So that's just something to think about as well.
It's going to slice my eye open, I can feel it.
Ow! How do you define love?
Oh, for goodness sake. What a horrible question.
Well, Gemma, how do you keep the love alive through the years? Well, I'd say that in American accent.
You just maintain a friendship.
Yeah.
I don't mean friends with each other, but you just make sure that your relationship is always based on just a genuine friendship.
I would want it to be open and honest all of the time. I wouldn't want anything to be sort of hidden. If I'm annoying you, tell me. Then we can talk about it, because the worst thing to do is not talk about it.
I really find it annoying when things become arguments when they could have just been resolved way at the beginning, just through a bit of honesty, in a really gentle way, and then you can just skip past all the arguing and just go back to having fun and enjoying being around each other. That means you have to both be honest to that person, but also have the maturity in yourself to receive honesty and not take it too personally. So there you go, guys. There are our answers to these Valentine's Day questions. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Before you go, don't forget to like if you liked it, comment in the comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in another video. Bye!
Bye. N is for next. It's also for, what begins with N that's to do with love?
Neglect.
Okay, I think we're working through some issues here.
Why are you leaving them out?
And I just thought I would spread the love. Listen.